I had come across this game by watching a video of someone playing it in leisurely fashion, talking about how it can be a good demo, and that the addition in the full game had him hooked on this cozy tedious quiet little game. It sounded and looked great to me, and I was happy to see it was only like $10 after a stressful, overwhelming 4-day weekend. This was exactly what I was craving. Normally, when the mood for such gameplay strikes, I turn to sometimes more like Valheim and I get to work clearly cutting and leveling a random landmass, which can last for days or even weeks. The trouble with that it takes so long to achieve the satisfaction of completing the tedious task I set out to do as mean of relaxing. So I was really pleased that this game had a very achievable and a goal in only a few hours. It took me about 8 hours to complete, but it was with me spending away to do other things, watching stuff on the side and just generally enjoying the high chill cozy vibes. I had not bothered to look at review until after I had completely my play thought and I'm confused by all the poor reviews. People are complaining about there being a no voice lines among other things. Most of the game I played don't have more than ground voice lines, not actually words. It looked to me like our scruffy dude had signed for food when he was beginning in the little intro combined with how expensive our character is. I was figure he was just deal or mute and had thought it was a nice see someone who is hearing impaired. I can definitely say I got 10 euros for of enjoyment from this game, while an update with the bigger island coming to be fun. It's nice to be able to choose what size to play in the future. I think side spacing in every playtime would be cool for this time of game. Perhaps randomly generated island of a selected size could be a thing that will be ideal so it will be different every time and increase replay value. It's for things that feel a bit flat. There weren't many, but they were just surprising with just how the new game is. The dog friend was pretty buggy at times, constantly dragging ease, but even while doing the interaction and animation got stuck on tree a lot. The little game fit the dog was cute, but I do wish that feeding dog would make it needs to poop more. Only bothered to use the espresso machine once since the game doesn't require purchasing the house and all that. I had an overabundance of money that had run of start to boost and the maxed movement run was more than enough speed for my purpose. To the speed boost from the espresso was unnecessary, it would make more sense for the espresso to give a short-lived energy boost, since the thing that slowed thing up the most was just needing more energy, not speed. When I saw it was a seal friend, I had kind of hoped that maybe it would also bring useful thing like the dog bringing gold ingots. The seal could maybe bring fish as a higher energy food since there is a campfire. I've found it or the toucan just sat in the spot and you could really interact with it. Feels like maybe there's a plan there is to do something more. Maybe it could gather up food for you, or perhaps just leave the special fruit or high energy value in while on the spot where you rescued it. Literally just made the toucan fly away. It was odd to me that octopus was representative for a quadrant, but the only one not hanging around. The bat felt a bit pointless. Should passed high today, but only for flight about half the energy bar, no matter big the bar was. I wish it was a set amount of energy, so like early on feels it all the way. But as you progress, you have to do more than just sleep. Additionally, I think it will be fun as sleeping costs more trash to spawn, so the more you sleep, the longer it takes to complete. People who want to extend their play could make use of the bed more often. Also, the outhouse, like the bed, I felt a bit pointless. There ought to be a poop matter or maybe let's regain energy while chilling in there. Or maybe just a little energy boost since you're feeling a bit lighter. But if you can just use it repeatedly to get fertilized and not buy any. The game starts rather slow as you are allowed to pick up one piece of trash at a time. Thankfully, the trash bin you place has a pretty judicious range, letting you choose about the distance rather constantly. While the core of gameplay loop is simply and co-grab repetitive, Restore Your Island is clearly designed to be a meditatively experienced rather than a challenging one. So, surprisingly, it's very nice. Thank you for watching guys, goodbye.